What's up, guys? Ruppy here, bringing you my Week 7 game for the League of Extraordinary Trainers. My Columbus Swoo are in a hole right now, and I want to apologize, even though I did my Week 4 video for IBL, which is going to come out after this video goes up, but this is how things are ordered. But I do want to apologize for how things got, as far as I'm concerned, both for my last LET game as well as my last IBL game. There was no call for any of that, and I do sincerely apologize for it. Regardless, my Columbus Swoo are 2-4 now. It's a hole, but it's a hole we can dig ourselves out of. We just need to work at it. This week we are playing the Kansas City Kangaskhan, coached by Grizz. They are, I believe, 1-5, but they have a very scary offensive roster. This game, as far as I'm concerned, is must win. If I lose this game, there is a pretty good chance I'm not going to be making playoffs, even just barely. So, let's go ahead and get into the battle, and see if I can somehow pull this out and turn our season around, because Lord knows my Swoo need it in LET right now. Alright. Let's see what he brought. I'm bringing a lot of interesting builds this week for this game. See, he brought Gengar, which is his G-Max. No surprise there. Mandibuzz. Mamoswine. Shiinotic. Haxorus. And Araquanid. So, he did bring two of the physical threats I was afraid of, Mamo and Haxorus. Those are the two I was most concerned with. He did not bring Terrain. He has Pinkerton and Alolan Raichu. Again, all rosters for both teams are listed down below in the description. He does have Pinkerton, which could set up Electric Surge as well as Alolan Raichu, and he didn't bring them. He had a fighting type, but I don't believe he brought either. So I could start this a number of different ways, actually. I mean, he probably could lead Araquanid, and I wouldn't be surprised if he did. You know what? I'm going to lead Thermidor. Yep, there we go. I know Thermidor has been a common lead for me whenever I brought it, but it's my safest play, I feel, at this point, and we'll see how things play out from there. So, good luck, have fun, Grizz. Let's see how this one plays out. So, I'm gonna lead with my only real defensive Mon, and he's gonna lead with Araquanid, which is of zero surprise to me. So, this thing definitely threatens me with a liquidation, but let me see something real quick. Yeah, even if he's got any sort of speed investment on this thing, he does not outpace me. So I'm free to Volt Switch here. He's probably going to get webs up. I would not be surprised if he did that, because I was honestly expecting webs coming into this game from Araquanid. So I'm going to be able to Volt Switch right on out of here. And there are a couple of different ways I could play this. I think what I'm going to do, though, I think I'm going to go into Cryogenic. Yeah. Because this Araquanid should not be able to threaten me in any capacity. He's probably just going to set webs up. So I'm exerting my pressure as he's just going to go straight for the liquidation. Which is fine. Okay, maybe not. That did a little more than I thought it would. Oof. Okay, then. That's good to know. I do have some bulk on this thing. I could Dragon Dance. Oh, well, he may switch, fearing the Freeze Dry. I'm kind of running an odd E-Belt mixed DD set this week. I'm just going to go straight for the Stone Edge. He's just going to go ahead and switch, which is fine. And he's going into Mamo. Hello, Mamo. Gonna take the... It's gonna... Well, it took the Stone Edge. And I actually hit it. I'm gonna reveal Focus Blast to him. Come on, Kyurem. Hit this Focus Blast. There we go! And farewell, Mamoswine. Mamo was one of his two biggest threats alongside Haxorus, and having that thing off the board already is huge. And in comes the Gengar. So Gengar is his G-Max. I'm half expecting him to G-Max here. And how do I want to respond to that? I don't have any DDs up. If he maxes now... 119... He definitely killed me with at least a Phantasm. Knuckles will roll if he's got Focus Blast on this thing. I mean... On one hand... I'm just gonna fire off an Icicle Spear. As much as I would love to keep Kyurem around, that's what I was afraid of. Him setting up Nasty Plot. That's ultimately why I just talked myself out of actually going for... Okay. I was about to say, how's that going to play out? So, 3 hits. Which is fine. I'm just going to go... Alright, I can't go for Icicle Spear. Do I need Kyurem for anything else, honestly? With what I've got? I mean, it would be kind of nice against Shiinotic, but I got Thermidor for that. No, I'm just going to go for Stone Edge. As he's just going to go ahead and max now. Which is completely fine with me. So, at +2 special attack, he's definitely killing Kyurem, which sucks. But it's fine. Because the whole point was trying to keep up offensive pressure on him. That was the whole idea behind this, what I was going with this game. He's going to go max Ooze, which will boost his special attack even more. So I didn't end up getting a DD off, but... Cryogenic still got a kill. I will take that. One of these days, buddy. One of these days. In that regard, though... I don't want to go into... I really don't want to go into Grimmsnarl, just because, So he is maxed. But I do have Scarf Lucario, and I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to go into Lucario, and I'm going to lock myself into Earthquake. Let's see, from this range... Yeah, Earthquake is my safest bet. Earthquake is a definite kill on this thing. Interesting. So he wasted a max turn there. I'm going to EQ again. If he switches to try to preserve Gengar, he can go ahead because that wastes his last turn of max. He would probably go into Mandibuzz, honestly, just to dodge it. But Mandy is of no concern to me. He is going to withdraw it, so that's fine. I don't have the G-Max to worry about anymore, which is completely fine with me. And in comes Mandibuzz, which is going to avoid this Earthquake entirely. And from here... He's probably going to go for the knockoff. I'm going to go into Thermidor. Just because at this point, I mean, Araquanid could still set webs, but oh, he's Toxics. Okay, then. That's fine. I don't think Thermidor has kind of lost some of its usefulness because it was really more so meant to kind of check, I'm gonna overheat, actually. Catch whatever he wants to send in. Or just let Mandibuzz take it. That's perfectly fine with me. That's damage off on this thing. Now he goes for the knockoff. And he's lefties. Interesting. I'm going to Volt Switch here. I know it's not going to do a whole lot because I am -2 now, and this thing is definitely especially bulky. He probably goes knockoff again, if I were to hazard a guess. Well, I'm already locked in, so I will figure out my game plan for that. No, he switches. Into Haxorus. Which is completely fine with me. I'm going to get some chip off on it with Volt Switch. And then what is my game plan from here? There's a number of ways I could go with this. Master Org would actually... Well... Should I, actually? If he's DD... I mean, Mold Breaker doesn't pierce subs. So I'm gonna go Master Org, actually. Because Master Org is actually kind of in a good spot right now. So, I'm going to go ahead and use Prankster to set up a sub. If he wants to switch out fearing the... Either he stays in and shows me he has a move to hit Master Org, or he switches out fearing the Fairy move. Either or is an option. He's going to switch. That's actually perfect for me. He goes into Shiinotic. That's fine. Master Org kind of can't touch this thing, but we can fix that. Actually, no, I can't touch this thing at all, actually. If I get a bulk up off... Where's my time at? 5 minutes, I got time. I'm just going to Darkest Lariat as he kind of breaks my sub. Just to get damage off on this thing. Kind of want to... That's not a bad chunk. As he Giga Drains. I mean, that should still break my sub. And indeed it does. No, shit. Okay, looks like we're still good. So, I had a brief power outage there. There is a storm kind of going on outside my house right now. I'm gonna go into Thermidor. Looks like my recording and stuff is still intact. I will double check the full video afterwards, though. But, OBS is still recording. My, Oh, he tried to Spore me! Granted, I could have just subbed on that, but... I'm going to Volt Switch out, because I really don't think he's staying in with the threat of overheat. Yeah, he's going to switch. Which is perfectly fine. Back into Haxorus. So we are right back to square one here, except this Volt Switch is going to hurt a little more because I'm not at -2 this time. Slowly chipping down the Haxorus. And from here... if I go into Rhyperior now... I could actually be in a good spot. I'm gonna go Rhyperior. I'm gonna send out Gold Digger, making its LET debut since I picked it up. And I'm gonna straight up Rock Polish on this thing. And see what he wants to do. He straight up Earthquakes. That's exactly what I wanted him to do. That also did a little more than I thought it would. But that triggers my weakness policy, and he's Life Orb. That makes a little more sense. I mean, the standard set's got Lone Berry on it, but I guess either or works. I'm gonna Earthquake. I don't want to risk a Stone Edge miss. If he wants to go into Mandibuzz, that's fine with me. Because I outspeed this thing, and farewell, Haxorus! Oh, Gold Digger is in a good position right now. Gold Digger's in the best position, actually. And this Rhyperior is specifically EV'd to outpace Timid Max Speed Gengar at +2. So, there is a chance we may potentially have a Rhyperior sweep on our hands right now. All depends on what he wants to go into. Mandibuzz should die to a Stone Edge. Gengar dies to an Earthquake. I can probably pick off Shiinotic with a Stone Edge, assuming I hit it. Araquanid definitely dies to a Stone Edge. Maybe with an Earthquake, because that thing's lost... I believe I've taken out quite a bit of that thing's health. Yeah, he's really thinking on this one. And in comes Gengar. And I'm just going to EQ again, because, again, I specifically EV'd this thing to outpace Timid Max Speed Gengar. Goodbye! Well, there goes Earthquake, but honestly, that's fine, because I'm pretty sure I'm clicking Stone Edge on his last 3 Mons anyway. So that is perfectly fine with me, if I lose Earthquake. In comes Shiinotic, which definitely dies to a Stone Edge. Earthquake wouldn't have been taking this thing out anyway. So I'm going to hit Stone Edge. Goodbye, Shiinotic. That crit, I'm pretty sure, did not matter. If it did, I apologize, but let's see real quick while he's deciding. I mean, I had some chip off on it from Grimmsnarl anyway. So, unless you were very physically bulky, I don't think that crit mattered. I'm just going to click Stone Edge on this Nightcrawler here. My luck with these low accuracy moves has been surprisingly good this game. I am actually stunned. All that remains is Mandibuzz, which I would have been clicking Earthquake on this thing anyway. This thing definitely dies to a Stone Edge. And that is that's going to be a 5-0. Could have been a 6-0 if I preserved Kyurem, but I really did not. I mean, Gengar probably would have picked something off anyway at +2 from G-Max, so I'm going to hit one last Stone Edge because why not, and that's going to be ball game. GG, Grizz. I apologize for the 5-0, but I knew I needed to go offensive for this game. I desperately needed this win, and Rhyperior sure as hell just proved its worth. I definitely do not regret picking up Rhyperior now. I had some doubts just because it was doubling up on types with Mudsdale, but Rhyperior just proved its worth. Hands down. Oh, man, I needed that. I needed that pick-me-up in IBL so bad, or LET so bad. So, Sorry, just trying to calm down, recompose myself. So, thank you guys so very much for watching. I have been Ruppy, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.